17 Sustainable Development Goals that begin affordable and clean energy. Its aim to ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. The current world communication and functioning is solely depend of electricity. Our basic goals are to achieve universal access to modern energy, increase global percentage of renewable energy, double the improvement in the energy efficiency, promote access to research, technology, investment in the clean energy, expand and upgrade energy service for developing countries. Now we are present you our thoughts on achieving this goal in the district of Sundargarh.
Wind energy is one of the most sustainable sources of energy. It is a renewable, affordable, and clean energy. Wind energy can be used to generate electricity using various types of wind turbines. For a conventional wind turbine to operate, average wind speed of 4 meters per second is necessary. According to meteorological data of Sundargarh, the average wind speed in Sundargarh is 3.5 meters per second. This is quite favorable for wind turbines. Conventional wind turbines have high cost of maintenance and cause very much noise. To counteract the disadvantages, advanced wind turbines can be used such as vortex bladeless wind turbine and solid state wind energy transformers. For the implementation of these advanced technologies, government can implement policies like install and distribute wind generated electricity in the areas far away from hydroelectric projects. As wind energy is a long-term project, the government can introduce subsidy for the local people and increase the cost for industries and factories. Another way is solid state wind energy transformers can be established near residential areas which then can supply electricity for the street lights and traffic signals. Thus, wind energy is the best source of sustainable energy in the remote and hilly regions of Sundargarh.
Solar energy is one of the best renewable forms of energy, but it has some major advantages and some disadvantages. Let's go with the disadvantages first, then we'll come to the advantages. One of the disadvantages, it is very expensive. Secondly, for setting up a solar power plant, we need a very large area. Third is for maintaining it, we need highly skilled labor, and it is also very costly. Let's come to the advantages. Advantages is long lasting, you can say, and also pollution free. So we can develop two kinds of projects. One will be public and one will be private. Similarly, like biomass as I have said. So for the public one, if we find that the cost is very high, government can introduce some policy. Like it can collaborate with some private companies or private firms, where the cost can be shared between the company and government. But no company is going to give it for free. So the company also should get some benefit from that. The benefit is that the total revenue that government is going to collect after developing a solar power plant, we can make that the private company will get certain part of it and the rest government can get. And for the private, suppose one wants to develop a street light, suppose, or any home appliances like home light using solar power plant. So what the government can do is that government can provide certain subsidy and the rest individual can then cover the cost. So in this way, a collaboration can be formed. One step government can take and the other step individual has to take. Then it can be done very easily.
Hydroelectricity is one of the oldest known method of producing electricity by natural flow of water. Its advantages are that it's a long-term and non-polluting investment, while its disadvantage is being it affects the surrounding natural habitat and the water habitat and also the people who have houses around the place where the dams are to be built. Brahmani River, which flows through the district of Sundargarh, is the main source of generating hydroelectricity. Once produced, this electricity needs to be transferred to various sub-districts, wherein storage units have to be set up. Electricity from these grids will be transferred to households and industries, the ratio being between 60 to 70% for households at a subsidized rate, while the rest for industries.
So in the sustainable development and growth, we got the topic clean and affordable energy. So we brought one idea, that is biogas. Related to biogas, we can say that the major thing which is required is agricultural waste. We can use manure, or we can say sewage. It can also be used. So the main thing is we cannot bring a topic all of a sudden. What we need is we need to first give an idea to village people and also the city people. For village people, we can conduct few meetings with the help of panchayat leaders, and also we can put some posters in the government bodies, in the schools, primary schools. We can put some posters. Similarly, in the cities, we can put some posters in the bus stands, in all government bodies. We can put some posters. At least we can get some knowledge. What is biogas? Why government want to implement this method? Second comes how to implement this idea in actual life. So for that, in the cities, we can say that all the big buildings, all the waste materials which they have, we can ask them to collect and prepare and put all the waste materials in one place, in the biodegradable and the non-biodegradable. Similarly, the biodegradable one and the sewage, it can be utilized. For the village people, we can say them that you collect all your biodegradable waste and agricultural waste and try to accumulate in a place. Then the government can organize a vehicle which will carry all the waste, and then it can be utilized. Then we can bring up with another idea. We can come up with another idea. That is, one will be a public project, another a private project. For the public project, it is all up to government. Government will completely utilize all the waste material and it will supply to the people. But government also has one benefit. What it can do, it can make meter system. Up to a certain rate, government will provide for free. If you use more, if you consume more than that, then some rates will be charged. And for private ones, at first government can implement this policy that 50% of the expenditure government will provide and 50% private. 50% a person will provide. Then the solution can be done. So it is a very good form of energy, clean energy and sustainable energy. And I think it will be one of the best methods.
Thermal energy. Thermal energy refers to the heat energy that's converted into electricity. There are several ways in which we can obtain heat energy. It can be obtained from sun, by combustion and many more methods. So the traditional approach of obtaining heat energy is a non-renewable approach. The burning of or the combustion of fossil fuels, coals, which leads to a release of greenhouse gases. This is the main disadvantage, in which this greenhouse gases leads to an effect of global warming, which is the rising temperature all over the globe. The main challenges faced by this traditional method is that it causes pollution, as we have mentioned before, due to the emission of greenhouse gases and the contamination of water that is used in the plant. It is a major challenge faced by us.
Geothermal energy is a budding field which has certain ongoing projects in Sundargarh, like Darlipalli. We can invest in developing research to improve the efficiency of these power plants. Similar research programs can be set up for other methods as well, like wind, hydro, biogas and solar power plants. Every policy is fruitful only if it is implemented with proper dedication and faith. We cannot change the scenario of the current world in the next 10 years by 2030. But we can ensure that the 50 to 60% domestic households that depend on kerosene for energy can be converted to using renewable resources of energy for their daily needs. Also, spreading awareness among people about renewable resources of energy over fossil fuels it's important for them to accept new electricity or energy sources for their daily livelihood. That is all from our side to bring about a change and put forth the sustainable development goal. Thank you.